Welcome to the Athena Wellness Podcast, the show that invites you to take a seat around the community fire and listen to stories that inspire. I'm your host, Kathy Robinson, author, coach, and founder of Athena Wellness, a company that's dedicated to supporting you on your journey to live more wholeheartedly. Hello, and welcome to episode 72. Thanks so much for joining me for this shortened Wellness Wednesday episode, a little midweek boost to help keep your warrior vibe high. Today I'm joined once again by Rachel Astarte, transpersonal psychotherapist, life coach, and author, who shares her thoughts on transcendence. That is, what's beyond our ordinary range of perspective, and how related practices can enhance our self-care. And now on to the show. I hope you enjoy the conversation. Well, I'm joined once again by Rachel Astarte. Welcome back, Rachel.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'd like to spend some time exploring your work relating to transcendence through the expression of vital life force, whether it's creative or sexual or spiritual. You have this sense that it's all one. Mm-hmm. What would be helpful for our audience to know?
Well, I think the most important thing to know about transcendence is that, as you rightly mentioned, there's so many different paths to it. And that whatever it is that you're doing that feels right within you, when you feel connected to your true self, to the rest of the cosmos, that is transcendence. So we're not talking about necessarily being a fully enlightened being or anything like that. When we transcend, from my definition, we're transcending that which holds us back from being our true selves. What we are doing is aligning. So we're transcending the sense of being small or insignificant. Which is, of course, we are not any more insignificant than anything else. We are all connected in this beautiful, beautiful web, or I call it sometimes a tapestry, that we are each a stitch in that tapestry, different colors, different lengths, but all we're really responsible for is making our stitch as clean and vibrant as it can be so that the rest of the tapestry really shines. If we don't do that by doing what whatever drives us to elevate ourselves, if we don't do that, then our little stitch becomes frayed and dirty and as you can see, the rest of the tapestry of life sort of isn't as vibrant. So transcendence is a big word, but doing something as simple as, whether it's meditation, being lost in writing in your journal, or walking in nature, in solitude, that's total transcendence, right? Because you're actually connecting with and flowing with the spirit of all the energy around you. So that's what it means, is to sort of shed the shackles of separateness from the divine.
As you were talking, I was putting myself in the shoes when I was in corporate. And when I would hear something like this and say, yes, I understand that, but as much as everybody wants me to be authentic, if I'm really authentic in this situation, it's going to raise some eyebrows, right? Mm-hmm. But the practice of that, I like how that you speak of this as a practice of it's almost like where there are times when we can just take off that mask or put down the Superwoman cape,
right,
and just be. And so I like the way you describe it. Transcendence isn't about above and beyond. It's actually going within.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With being able to find things that kind of resonate. Mm-hmm. So you mentioned being in nature, you mentioned writing. Are there other things that people can do when they're in the role of caregiver, mother, boss, partner, how might we start to incorporate the practices that we do with the lives that we're living?
Yeah, beautiful question. Again, it's always drop in. Ground yourself. And, there's the Taoist phrase of, chop wood, carry water. Whatever you're doing is a meditation. So if you're caretaking an ill person, if you are alphabetizing files, if you are driving or stuck in a traffic jam, let that be your meditation. Let that be the thing that allows you to connect with everything that's around you. Remember, there's so much life, so much spirit, so much energy around us all the time. Even things that are inanimate are vibrating energy, vibrating light. So check in. Whatever it is don't forget that you're not alone, and let what you're doing be your meditation.
I love that. And then transcendence becomes self-care.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Exactly. And what is there to transcend then anyway when you're already connected, right?
Great. Thank you so much, Rachel. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I know there are many ways you can spend your time. Thank you for choosing to spend it with me. Until our paths cross again, be kind to yourself and show your warrior spirit some love. If you know anyone who could benefit from today's episode, please pass it on. And many thanks for supporting the show by subscribing and leaving a review. It means a lot, and it helps others find their way to our circle. If you'd like to access the show notes, have a question you'd like addressed on a future episode, or would like a transcript of this episode, visit www.athenawellness.com/podcast. Until next time, be well.